get further and further along that path, we start to turn inside out, and we begin to become more of the other side. So maybe that's why I thought, are you a feeler? Because you're well into, if you're an intuitive thinker, introverted, you would be becoming a sensate feeler. That is a very present, warm, very friendly, just warm, grounded, loving presence. Unless you're, that's really what you would be in the best of yourself. And you would be available because you'd be extroverted. And even you just being fully present in your body and being here and sitting here, that's you extroverting your sensate function as an introverted intuitive. So, what do you think? Do you have any more insights with that?
That makes more sense.
Does it? Because your other side's coming out now more past 50. For sure.
I don't care what people think.
Yep.
As long as I know I'm doing what I think is right.
Yeah. That's how it should be.
Cary, did Jung think that this all, because, the little I did with Mary, don't we have to work to unravel our bottom functions?
Oh, yes. We have to work at it.
So if somebody's not attuned or dealing with individualization or whatever, do they just plateau along life? I mean, because the way you're talking, it makes it sound like it happens no matter what. It will happen.
Well, this is the thing. It's kind of both and. We kind of end up rumbling upon it in a way if we're left to be very naturally free to develop. But sometimes people don't necessarily develop it very well. Sometimes we can make the mistake of, if we live with someone or married to someone, that we can let them carry all of the opposite side, and we don't develop it very much. We can become a little lazy there. That is possible. But generally, in a healthy situation, when one's given the freedom to really, we're always evolving toward more consciousness, right? I mean, that's a fact. But what Jung said is, you can participate in it consciously, or you can just let it happen to you. If you participate with it consciously, you are likely to go further and take it further and become more individuated. And individuation is what Jung meant by that was the individual becoming the uniquely particular human being that they have all the potential to become. And it is unique. There's not anyone else like you. And when one does that, they actually become a more conscious individual, and they become more available in the world, not more separate from the world, which is a misunderstanding. Sometimes people think that he meant individuation meant you become so much of an individual that you can't be in the world. You become so much of an individual that you have a lot to offer the world. And you become very much well-rounded, we could say, in your humanness. So it's almost like you could get along with anybody, really, because you become so human. And I parallel this. I'm trying to do a little work on this now with what Stephen knows this about me, but I do study a lot of Eastern religions, particularly Vedic and Buddhist religion. And there's this sort of, in the Buddhist tradition, there's a discussion of, and it's in the Christian religion too, Jesus lived it, the Bodhisattva's path, the one who is here to become everything that they can be, as awakened as they can become, and then become a beacon of light for others or a support for others. And really what's not totally understood and known is that that's what Jung was pointing to also with individuation, is the journey to the self, which he called the self with a capital S, to our totality or our wholeness, our greatest potential. One becomes an extraordinary human being. One becomes a great human being. Because if you go through all the dark, then you become the light. And so you have something unique to offer, but you also have a great capacity for compassion and understanding and love, all the great qualities that Christ had, that the saints have, that all the bodhisattvas have, those who are, taking birth again for the benefit of, and working to become everything they can be for the benefit of others. So there's definitely a strong focus on putting oneself first for the purpose of development. But in the end, you become a gift to the world, is what happens. So I love that, it's really not just about me, it's about what I become for others too.